Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to what will probably be the very last time I open up Nekojishi. I bought the DLC, and we are going to experience that together. We have already gotten all three of the endings with Lin Hugh, Lee Kalau, and Shuchi. Even though I hate Shuchi now. But yeah, it's apparently this little thing up here. We're gonna go right into it. I have no idea what to expect. Before me, all I could hear was the clamoring of 1,000 voices filling the air, and the dull thuds of 1,000 more footsteps resonating with the solid floor below. The atmosphere was energetic, alive, and honestly, there were just a lot of people here. Once we entered the convention, I started to notice the change in disposition evident across Lin Hu's face. Seemingly thoroughly displeased in some manner by the situation before him. Clearly, his discomfort is noticed and somewhat caused by the people around us. No one speaks to him, content to watch on as his eyes anxiously dart around the myriad of people in the crowd before him. Sorry, I also just kind of woke up, so it might take me a second to fully read, be able to read. Admittedly, Lin Hugh doesn't give off the friendliest impression when it comes to dealing with groups of strangers. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, at least it's keeping the crowd from swarming us. That is to say, the two of us definitely stood out amongst the people lined up. I'm thankful that the queue lines are single file. That's a convenient, logistical barrier that has prevented anyone from coming near the uneasy Tiger Man. So far. However, it wasn't long before we entered the convention hall proper. As a result, there was no such luxurious protection to be had. Projection. What's with the office look? Why? I like how he still has the, I don't know what to call them, like ritual medallion necklace thing. But he looks like he works at an office now.
Quite, for there to be so many.
No, you're just scaring everyone away.
But to have so many people looking upon me.
Yeah, you're pretty tall. Pretty fucking big, honestly. In every sense of the word big. Of course you're gonna stand out. Honestly, by most people's standards, Lin Hugh is massive. His well-built body towering well up to 2 meters tall. Damn! He's like close to 7 foot. Damn. Granted, to me, he's still a beast man. Who knows what everyone else is seeing right now? After all, I possess the power of the yin-yang eyes. Just as I perceive Lin Hu's god form, my senpai just happens to be a leopard cat beast man. Although in senpai's case, I still know what he looks like as a human. The same can't be said for Lin Hugh. I wonder what he'd look like as a human. If I had to guess, I'd picture him as a middle-aged man with a strong, angular, stubbled visage. Then again, I could be completely wrong. Maybe he's 10. Maybe he's a baby. Yeah, maybe he's actually got a baby face with a giant guy with a baby face. Okay. Baby face. Okay, now I really want to know what he looks like. Not that I'm complaining. After all, as a beast man, he's definitely my type. Of course he is. He's pretty well dressed today. I never imagined a denim shirt would suit him so well. Who could blame all the guys staring at him?
To have a real body is a rare occurrence. I needn't waste this chance being stared at.
It just means people like you. Now, how is that a bad thing?
but I want to spend time with you, hand in hand. My boyfriend. Yes. Neato.
I'm gonna turn down the music just a touch. Because I've noticed while I'm doing Lin Hu's voice, it does kinda... It's nearly the same volume, so I don't know how well or how badly you can hear me. Plus, it's just music.
If I were to do that, surely would you not be embarrassed by the attention upon us?
Maybe. The thought makes me anxious, which isn't to say I disagree with doing that, it's just... Alright, let me put it this way. Isn't this a chance to show off? If this is the only chance I get to hold hands with Lin Hu, I'm not about to let it pass me by. Let's do it. There's nothing more I want to be able to... Sorry. Let's do it. There's nothing more I want than to be able to show off my handsome boyfriend. One of many. He rubs his nose shyly.
Certainly. And let's give them a show to remember.
Within the next moment, Lin Hu takes hold of my hand, leans down, and kisses me tenderly on the forehead. A muffled squeal sounds from the nearby crowd. Someone's going to mention this online, aren't they? I'll be fine as long as no one from Dance Club finds out. As far as I know, none of them are into furry stuff anyways. As far as you know, you don't know shit. My attention returns to Lin Hu, his warm hands held within mine. To me, they're giant, fuzzy paws. When I think about it, I've barely ever held Lin Hu's paws. I mean, it'd be weird to do so at home, and it's not like I can exactly do so while out and about. I'd just be grabbing thin air. My feelings swirl around as I run my fingers across the bottom of his palm, his fingers squeezing tightly around mine. It's calming in a way that reaches right into the depths of my heart. How did we even get here to begin with? What happened?
Why, you meanies?
Pretty sure that's his voice. Also, why do you look like a beggar boy in Britain? Why do you look like a British poor boy? With the cap and everything. Or, what am I... Newspaper! That's what it is! You look like a fucking newspaper boy. Who's, like, on the corner of the street selling newspapers. Not beggar boy, what am I saying? Although I guess that image does fit too. They both have, like... What? Where the fuck did you get that cap? That's what I want to know. Why are you wearing the cap? As if out of nowhere, Senpai rushes out from the crowd. Okay. Stop shaking violently. What? Wasn't it?
Lao? How could you act all lovey-dovey with the old man while we're not even here?
Did I even read that right? Yes. Why not? What? Would you rather us do this in front of you?
Ah, meanie.
What the fuck was that?
Ah, meanie. I'm the one who came here early to buy stuff for you and everything. And this is how you repay me.
I guess you're right. Anyway, so did things go well? Also, is Kalau coming? Ah. I see. He went with the emo look. I see. The emo goth. Before I can finish speaking, Leopard squeezes out of the nearby crowd. So handsome! Bad boy over here.
It really fits him, doesn't it? I spent ages working out the perfect outfit just for Kalau.
Which is why you two disappeared without a trace this morning?
Well, it's not like you could wear something like that on the train over. He had to get changed once we arrived, but it was totally worth it. Totally. It was totally worth it. I've always wanted to wear something like it, but the style just doesn't suit me, you know?
I mean, you look cute, Senpai. You look 12.
Too late, Slowpoke.
Your ego just gets bigger every day.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Alright. Whatever. So what did you guys get up to?
What did we get up to? Well, just before a bunch of guys came up to us wanting to take selfies with Kalau. It's almost like we're famous or something.
That's not what I meant.
Some guys even tried to sneak photos of him. If he ever kept his body, he'd totally rock it in showbiz.
Whoa, hang on a sec. You've got a photo of Kalau? Let me see it.
For sure! Come here, check this out.
Senpai pulls out his phone and swipes through some posts from the con until he comes to find what he was talking about. Huh. Kalau really is in this one. He's easy to pick out because, well, he's a clouded leopard. So I guess my powers extend to photos of spirits as well. Shame. Would have been nice to see Kalau's human form. Oh well, no big loss. The photo was taken from behind, so I wouldn't be able to see his face anyways. I scroll down the thread just to see a bunch of guys talking about how they would totally go out with Kalau. I mean, I know he's handsome, but it's not like any of those guys will be able to even see him tomorrow. Engrossed in replies, it takes me a moment to notice Kalau curiously peeking his head around to look at the screen. In a gesture of novelty, he reaches out a finger to swipe across the photos on the phone's display, mimicking my prior actions. Before now, he's never had a physical body. I wonder, if he ever took a photo, what face would he see?
Wow, why is nobody taking secret photos of me and posting them online?
Senpai, you're pretty normal. I mean, relatively.
Wow, how can you call a super duper cutie like me normal?
Well, you don't stand out in the crowd like Lin Hugh does, and it's hard for people not to take notice of Kalau at the clothes you shoved him in. Was that not by his choice? Interesting. Does his chest really need to be exposed like that?
His tattoo is a work of beauty. Be a shame not to have him show it off.
Sure, I guess. But pairing that with Kalau's figure, you can't just go walking around like that. It's too alluring. At least we're at a con, so it's kind of normal for people to show off with flashy outfits. Well, you've got no one but yourself to blame. You're the one who made Kalau stand out so much, you know. Oh, okay, so making sure I read that correctly for the right person.
Well, today's a special day, so I'll let Kalau take the leading role. The old man can even bask in Kalau's reflected glory. It's super generous of me.
Me, basking in reflected glory.
Like usual, you're being too lovey-dovey with Kalau. It's about time you gave someone else a spotlight.
To my surprise, Lin Hugh didn't make a rebuttal. At least I don't think I'm being too lovey-dovey with him.
On that note,
Senpai walks over to me with his phone once again.
hey Lau, what do you reckon size difference means?
What? Where did you see that?
Under some posts of you and the old man.
Oh, well, it's referring to how Lin Hugh's so big. Like, well, larger than most guys, that is.
Huh, really? Sounds unnecessarily vague to me.
They're just nerd terms and stuff. If you don't get it, don't bother.
Alright. Whatever. Here's your stuff, nerd.
Senpai hands me the bag he's been holding, stuffed full with relics of his earlier escapades in the convention hall.
Seriously, though, I didn't expect so many people to rock up
Sorry.
I didn't expect so many people to rock up at such a niche convention. I'm kind of floored.
Yeah, you wouldn't see anything like this back home. For a moment, I take in the view around me, my eyes darting between people, stalls, artwork. The whole place is abuzz with fans from all walks of life. Not to mention all the people in stunningly crafted
fursuits.
It's something I'd never see back home. Are you in America? Like, did you specifically, like, fly to America, I guess? Or is this still in, China? I'm not exactly certain.
Alrighty. We gotta get moving. It's not like you get to go to a furry convention every day. It'd be a waste not to check things out.
Sure, let's go.
Yes, we shall.
Linhu reaches out his paw, which I am about to take happily in hand before... Oh, so he has taken on the bad boy persona. Okay. Within my split second of hesitation, Kalau moves in and takes hold of my hand instead.
Surely.
Lau's hand, I want to hold.
Well, I think the old man should give Kalau a chance for once.
That is to suggest I usually have a chance.
Not like Kalau isn't in the exact same boat as you are, old man.
Does Lau not have two hands?
Oh no! Suddenly Linhu has taken a hold of my other hand. There's nothing I can do. Somewhat awkwardly, we start walking, the three of us side by side. And I'm sure I look like their son in this situation.
Guys? Even I want to take a photo of you at this point.
Nope, no way in hell. No way in hell, senpai. Linhu and Kalau are already the center of attention. As you could imagine, by this act, we've only drawn more and more eyes upon us.
Ah, a regular college guy being scrambled all over by the two other handsome guys. You know, everyone here is absolutely going to be talking about you three online for days now. I read that entirely wrong. Let me try that one more time. You know, everyone here is absolutely going to be talking about you three online for days now.
Then why don't you help?
What do you expect me to do? It's not like I can grab your third hand. Maybe your third leg, but still.
And then with a twirl, senpai walks off. Anxious, I look between the Kalau and Linhu for acknowledgement. However, they're just staring at each other, too preoccupied to notice me whatsoever. After today, I probably shouldn't look at the internet for a while. Maybe that's for the best. No matter what I do, us three walking side by side in the crowded convention hall causes a disturbance. Which doesn't even begin to describe how I feel about the people staring at us. It's not long before we're practically a moving roadblock. A group of people soon swarming to block our path at the first opportunity. Yo! So what are you guys cosplaying? We're not. We're just trying to find a way past. Really? Totally looks like you guys are role-playing anime characters or something. It's not like that. Just let us go, alright?
I cannot leave Lau to handle this alone.
Excuse me. You, step back. Guys, you know he can hear you, right? Zip it or you'll just make things worse. And please, think about how I feel about this already while you're at it. Okay, let's sort this out. You two can spend time with me. but only one at a time. Take turns or we'll just be dealing with this all day. I hate the mouse button, the mouse wheel. If Lau wants, okay. After I make my demands, they finally let me go. Now that's half my problems dealt with.
If we were to do that, Lau, which one of us do you wish to spend time with?
Want to go with Lau. Many people excited. I'm not excited about having to choose at all. Regardless, I want to make this fair, but no matter what, I'll have to pick someone to go with first. How about the less imposing one? Okay, so this is a special day. Considering that, is it alright if I hang with Kalau for now? I mean, of course, I'll just switch places with you later on in the afternoon.
Well, I had to expect it would turn out like this.
I'll be with you soon, and then we can spend a whole bunch of time together. So Lin Hugh, don't be upset over it, alright?
Okay. I'll leave you be.
I'm happy. Of course you are.
Oh, so you worked it out. I'll take care of the old man.
Must I go with you?
Oh, you want to take care of yourself? Yourself? You're not about to let that happen. Alrighty, big guy, let's get moving.
And just like that, my senpai appeared out of nowhere, grabbed Lin Hugh, dragged him away in the opposite direction, definitely on purpose. Shuchi helped. Maybe? With one look at each other, our held-back chuckles broke into a mutual bout of laughter. Shuchi-senpai really is, for lack of a better term, extraordinary. As great as standing around together was, we headed into the convention proper as to not waste any more time. To be sure, it's not nearly as crowded as the dense entrance lines, but it would be mistaken to discount the number of people still packed into the convention hall. It's painful just to look at some of the lines. Thank God I had Senpai run in and get the stuff I wanted earlier this morning. As for Kalau, he doesn't seem to be too interested in the books, but rather it's other kinds of merchandise, such as cute keychains, acrylic character stands, and wall scrolls that seem to catch his eye. Whereas to everyone else, he's the eye-catching one. It doesn't take long to notice the booth owners smiling attentively at him. It's cool that he's super handsome and stuff, but do they really need to stare at us like this? Kalau doesn't seem to care, but I've had enough. He's somewhat confused when I pull us over to the side of the hall, but I'd like to think the both of us would like some time to relax. Hey Kalau, so when you went back home, did Adradringane say anything? I will never be able to pronounce that word. Say? Oh, I mean, you want to ask if you could be reincarnated with the power of a Yaguai. Did Adradringane say anything about that? Did not say much. They say it fine. Okay, so it was that easy? That's fine. I just figured asking would have been a good chance to learn more about your home tribe. Boss lady say many things. Boss lady. Boss lady. Beleng. Princess Beleng? Yes, princess. Okay, that's something to go on. Does that mean you can actually meet her? If I want to. Lau want to meet Princess? I know, I'm just surprised. Even though I'm not of the Rukai tribe, even I know about the legends of the Princess Beleng. To think that Kalau can personally meet such a figure of legend. Princess, she likes Lau. She likes me? I told Princess many things about Lau. Huh? Alright.
The princess says she happy for Lao. She's happy to know that I met Lao. She want me to go back many times. Want me to bring Lao back many times.
Sounds like she's my new mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law?
Nothing, absolutely nothing. Do not bother your sweet little head about it. Then what does Princess Bolang think about our relationship?
But princess not like the old man.
Of course she doesn't. But Princess
thankful to Shuchi.
For what he did today?
Also for things before.
So you told her everything he did? He tried to manipulate Kalau into killing me. What reason would Princess Bolang have to thank him after that?
The princess say Shuchi is between old man and me. It good.
How would that be a good thing?
Why is it good?
You'll have to ask the princess for that one. I have no idea.
Princess want to give Shuchi something.
Something?
Already given.
Oh. So what was it?
The princess say to help him stable.
In what way?
His spiritual power, his divine power is unstable. Princess help, but Shuchi not able to do bad things. If he does bad things, Princess will know.
Oh, kinda like a tracker then.
Tracker?
Don't worry. Does that mean the princess can watch over Senpai through the thing she gave him?
Don't know. Maybe just warning.
Huh. I see. I guess it would be pretty embarrassing if she could watch...
Privacy?
Yeah. Not even his, but mine as well. He lives with me, so I'd basically be exposing my daily life to Princess Bolang herself.
The princess would respect your want. Lao does not want to expose life. We'll talk to her.
You would do that. Thank you.
Lao not go with me?
Maybe next time when I have a chance. I need to prepare myself for something like that. I don't know about meeting royalty right now. In reality, preparing myself to meet a literal legendary figure is only the start of it. I definitely need to think over how I would explain my relationship with Kalau. That's a whole other lot of things to be embarrassed over.
So Lao agreed to go with me?
I only said if I had a chance.
Okay.
Wait, did I really just agree to this? Kalau is beaming before me, his tail swinging back and forth with that dorky smile on his face. It's not like I can turn him down at this point. And at least people can see his tail swing. Can't see his tail swinging like that. Now that that's over, I need to do something to clear my mind. Upon taking a moment to reflect, I noticed Kalau staring at something off in the distance between us. Beside us. Following his gaze, my eyes come to meet a group of fursuiters being photographed. Kalau! So you like the fursuits?
Fursuit?
Ah, those costumes. The ones those people are wearing.
I like. Look like us.
It's not nearly the same. After all, fursuits are just that, suits. I can't even begin to compare to real beastmen like Kalau.
Can we do?
Leopard motions his finger towards the group, within which there's a guy hugging one of the fursuiters. Sure, if you want. We just need to ask beforehand, got it? I've heard that it's actually pretty relaxing to hug a fursuit. I guess it's like having a giant teddy bear to hug. Not that I need something like that with the 3 big cats around all the time. So you want to hug Kalau? I grab Kalau's arm and pull him into the crowd before us. This is just a very weird... This is just a very weird situation we're in. And I still don't understand, like, the context of how we even got here. Will it even explain the context of how we got here to where all 3 guardians have now real bodies? Excuse me. I wave my hand to signal the fursuiter over.
Hey, can I help you?
I'm responded to by someone that, if I had to guess, was the fursuiter's assistant. Oh, wait, I've heard about this. Fursuiters have handlers to help them out, since it's probably pretty hard to see and talk inside their suits. I have never once heard anyone outside of BDSM to have a handler.
Feel free to ask anything. I'm happy to help.
Yes, my friend here wants to get a hug, if that's okay. He's just too shy to ask. I point to Kalau with my finger. I guess it's hard to believe he's a shy guy, judging by his appearance.
Yeah, of course.
Now permitted, Kalau holds out his arms slowly for them to be met with a big, warm hug in return. It's not long before many of the other fursuiters in the group come around and also hug him one by one. Accompanying each hug is a smile that beams across Kalau's face. It's a lovely sight. I wish I could see it. How was that?
Very happy.
That's great! With a big smile on his face, he looks around and points towards another group of fursuiters. Clearly he wants to go back for more. He's addicted! Alright. Sure enough, Kalau had walked me around the entire convention hall, hugging each and every fursuiter he found. Did we just go on a fursuit hunt? I have no idea. Did you? God, this is so weird. Regardless, who would have ever thought Kalau would be this enamored with fursuits? Dang mouse wheel. I mean, it's not like that's a bad thing. Look at him, he's so joyful after hugging the entire place. How could you not be happy for him? Look at him. Look at that. Ah, damn it. No, it changed. Damn it. Oh, I can still do this. There we go. Give me a sec. Look at this face. Give me a sec. Look at that face. He's so happy. He's so enamored by hugging everyone. He's so filled with joy. He's so happy. So happy. Anyways. I don't know why that messed up the... Let me see something again. Huh. I don't know why me trying to clip that messed it up for a second. I don't know what happened there. How could you not be happy for him? Okay, I did read that. Man, that really did take ages, though. And like clockwork, Senpai and Lin Hughes spot us through the crowd and come over. Hey! Look what we have here! Wow! Let's try that again. Hey! Look what we have here! How's the convention, you two? Pretty good. Let the old man be. Anyways, isn't it nearly time for lunch?
So, what should we get to eat? I'm starving here. Should we go to a restaurant or just get takeaway? By the way, today's lunch is on me.
I would like to purchase something for myself.
For yourself?
Well, today is a special day after all. As I'm currently able to, I would wish to buy something with my own hands.
Oh. Yeah, you've only got one day to do that, don't you?
Hence, why I would like to try and experience Lao's daily life.
Me too.
Galao, you two? You guys are just gonna make a big kerfuffle out of this. You know, you guys will just...
I can already imagine it. The two of them walking right up to the counter, flashy clothes and bodies on show, not knowing the first thing about ordering food. It'll be nothing less than a mess.
Okay, I guess you two are really in need of some social skills. So take this. Go out there and take care of yourselves for once.
Senpai hands them some money, sends them off, and watches on smugly as they walk away from the convention hall. The two big cats on a grand adventure to order lunch for themselves. It's a sight to behold. You know, you really did a great job, Senpai.
Huh? With what?
You worked so hard to prepare for today. Didn't you have to ask the, well, patron god of the Yan family? I was worried when you told me that.
You mean Grandpa? There's nothing to worry about. It's fine.
Yeah, but it's not like you exactly get along with your family. Why would that, Grandpa have any reasons to help you in the first place? Were there conditions in return for his help?
Frankly, I was surprised too. Grandpa didn't even ask anything in return. Of course, I asked some friends to keep on the lookout before I met him. You know, in case I needed to find a way to escape. But it was fine.
That's in no way fine.
It's not like anything bad came of it anyway. Grandpa just wanted me to ask you a question.
Oh God, what did they want to ask me?
I'll save that for later.
What do you mean? Is it something serious?
No, of course not. I wouldn't hold out on you if it was. It was just something about myself. Honestly, I have no idea why Grandpa wanted me to talk to you about it. Anyways, in the end, he agreed to help. So it all worked out in the end.
Incarnating two gods for an entire day. It was really that easy.
It'd be wrong to call it easy. Well, I don't really know much about how it works. Hey, come on! You don't need to keep wearing your little head on stuff like this. Today's the day to have fun and enjoy each other's company.
Oh, then I should corner you on this tomorrow instead.
You'd better not.
Senpai, if you go behind my back to do things like this, it's hard for me to not worry about it.
It was meant to help you.
Did you, or did you not, put yourself into a position where you could be in danger?
I didn't. Even if I have no idea what Grandpa was thinking, it was clear that he didn't want to hurt me.
Alright. Please just take care of yourself. I don't want to see you hurt.
Sure thing, sweetie.
Senpai, mischievous as ever. He's just the same, even after becoming a genuine god. I can't help but let out a sigh before returning to my chat with Senpai. Our conversation's swinging back to the convention itself. Soon enough, Lin Hue and Kulao return to us, having completed their grand adventure to uncover the secrets of buying lunch.
Lao.
What? You got fried chicken again? It's too much. Honestly, I'm pretty sure with his physique, he could down 2 chickens. Like 2 just fucking whole birds. No problem. And his body would still want more.
What an opportunity. I will finally be able to experience the taste of such finely cooked poultry with a real tongue. Chicken good.
Even you, Galao?
Bon appetit. Lao, this is for you.
Lin Hu passes me a regular meal box, which appears to be the same as Kalao's meal. As for Lin Hu, well, he got an entire family bucket all to himself. I really shouldn't be surprised at this point. You really shouldn't. You really shouldn't.
The aroma is remarkable.
I don't think I've ever seen someone so excited about the mere scent of a meal.
Ha! The taste.
All it took was one bite before Lin Hu's restraint broke completely. Quickly moving to devour the bucket of fried chicken before him, I also just fucking realized. I realized my audio was delayed. Also, that's just on repeat. That's just on repeat. Damn, dude, slow down! I just realized my audio was delayed by like a second. It's not the worst thing in the world, but holy shit, I need to remember to stop doing that. In a matter of seconds, he had stuffed a chicken leg into his mouth. Are you sure it hasn't been 6 at this point? Eaten it, and as if to savor the taste, licked his fingers greedily before delightfully seeking another bite.
That was astonishing. I could have never imagined how brilliant real taste of fried chicken would be.
So it tastes different to Chi?
Certainly.
Huh. Excuse me.
After all, chi only conveys the concept of taste. As such, I do know how things taste, but it appears nothing compares to first-hand experience. Never had I imagined the real taste of food to be this complex. Even the texture is way beyond the bounds of a spiritual body like my own.
It's clear to see that Lin Hu is completely enthralled within his own musings. Kalao, on the other hand, appears to be still on his first piece of chicken, eating away as if he must savor every single bite. Kalao, you haven't eaten much. You don't like it?
I like very much.
Does it taste good?
I not eat before. As Lin Hu say, real food tastes different. Very different.
I really wish they could enjoy simple things like this every day. This is just how it is. They only have this for today. I shouldn't ask for any more. After all, I'm not the one who made this happen. I watch on as Kalao eats away meticulously, and Lin Hu remains deep within his own delicious world. Maybe I should get them more food. Huh. Would they actually gain weight now that they have bodies? For a single day. Then if they did gain weight, would their spiritual bodies be affected? I mean, it's not like you could put on that much in one day, but yeah, I'd rather not risk it. We'll have dinner later anyways. Still, it's not like I'll be able to see something like this again. I should take a photo. Cha-ching. Click. Cha-ching is for money. Click is phone. Oh, why am I yawning? Ah! Pulling out my phone, I line the two of them up into the frame and snap a shot. Lin Hu and Kalao eating together for the first time in their lives.
Alright, now that lunch is over and we've had plenty of time to walk around the convention, I think it's time to move on to the highlight of the day.
Highlight? What are you on about? What did you prepare behind my back this time?
Hey! Today's a special day! I had to make sure to prepare everything to be just right.
What kind of preparation?
Well, you know the old man's blog is pretty famous. There were even a bunch of doujins based on it around here. And a lot of people cosplay at conventions, so I figured it would be super cool to have them cosplay themselves.
Wait, you mean?
Yep, exactly. I bought their outfits.
As if to reassure myself on Senpai's claims, I take a look around. Without a doubt, there are heaps of cosplayers all over the convention. Of course, most of them are fursuiters. It's a furry convention after all, but there are a handful of human cosplayers. You know, those weird skinnies. Well, actually, no matter what, Lin Hue and Kalau are Beastman in my eyes. Aren't they just humans to everyone else? This isn't really the place for that, is it?
That shouldn't matter. They're still furry-related characters. It's not like there's any rules against it.
Even if there's no rules to break, you should at least ask them first.
Well, the old man's already on board.
Wait, no way.
Oh, the kitten told me that it would be a good way to gain worshippers.
Technically not wrong, but also not what you think. What about Kalau then? My eyes drift over to Kalau. I'm not sure if he understands everything that's going on, but regardless, there is an undeniable glint in his eyes. Okay. Looks like there's nothing I can do then.
Hey, it's not like that's a bad thing. Come on, let's get started.
Swiftly but surely, Senpai pulls the two of them into a nearby changing room. It's not long before I hear a commotion begin to erupt as they walk over to me. Lin Hue and Kalau stand before me, looking just like what I see every day, although somewhat different. I guess the materials feel a little off from their spiritual forms, but I wouldn't be able to tell you how. Huh. However, everyone else couldn't care less about such minute inaccuracies. Almost immediately, they're surrounded once people begin to recognize them. Swarmed, Lin Hue folds his arms to cover his chest, putting on a serious face that I know is just a front to cover his shyness. Kalau, on the other hand, stands like they're like normal, doing the princess wave for some reason, observing the crowd innocently and answering questions with a short word or two. Literally, because that's really all he can ever say. The quality of the cosplay is up to a near authentic level, clearly driving the fans crazy. Wait, no, they are authentic.
Kalau, please notice me!
Do you mind if I take a selfie with you? Hey, could you do that pose where you... Yeah, that one!
Crowd steadily gathers around the stony Lin Hue and ever-accommodating Kalau, who continues to do whatever anyone likes. Guess this is why Senpai kept on going on about how Kalau would make it great in showbiz. There really is a lot of people.
They have the perfect figures and personalities for it. Who wouldn't love to see them cosplay?
So Senpai, why did you go out of your way to make these costumes for them? Sure, of course you wanted to do something cool and all, but... Or maybe it was more that he just wanted to show off. I'm a little worried. Like, shouldn't we go to an amusement park or something? Do something they can actually experience with their real bodies?
Wow, what do you think is wrong?
Huh? You can tell what I'm thinking?
Not that, I mean, we should be making most out of today. Let me ask you, Kalau and the old man, what do you think their goals are?
Goals? What do you mean?
I mean long-term goals. Like, career goals. The old man, for example, he wants worshippers, right? Widely speaking, he wants people to maintain the traditional beliefs in their hearts. Same thing for Kalau. He wants everyone to pay attention to the Aboriginal Taiwanese people and tribes, like the Rukai. I'll admit, worshippers gained like this are biased, but you always have to take the first step. If you don't show off, then no one will ever pay attention to you.
So you want them to get closer to real people?
Mm-hmm. If they take this chance, they'll save themselves a whole bunch of trouble in the future.
If you say so. Still, you can't solve everything so easily.
I have faith that they can hold out on their own. Let's head off. I saw some really cool stuff over there.
You just want to spend time alone with me, don't you?
Yep, you got me. After all, it's my first convention with you, Lau. It's not like we can lose those two at this point. So let's spend some time together before the day is over.
Okay, I see now. Even if it's an incarnation day, I shouldn't leave Senpai behind. So I guess this will be the best chance to get to walk away for a while. Those two have more than enough fans to deal with as it is. I walk off with Senpai towards the back of the convention hall. He's not nearly as obvious as Lin Hugh or Likalao, so it's nice to get a chance to relax. As we went along, Senpai picked out some cute merchandise for himself, although he doesn't seem to be really interested in any of the dojins. It's not like Senpai's into, furry stuff. It's not like Senpai's into furry stuff, so I guess that's to be expected. I wonder if he finds the convention boring. A second look at him tells me otherwise. He darts between booths, clearly deeply invested in all the cute artwork and merchandise festooned across them. I think he's just more interested in just the art. Watching him, I can't help but smile at his fervor. We tried to walk through everything slowly, but Senpai already went through all the stalls when he was shopping for me this morning. There's nothing much left to do, so it wasn't long before we returned to the other two big cats. To the surprise of neither of us, Lin Hugh and Kalau were still swamped by a sizable crowd. While Kalau dutifully makes poses and fulfills requests, Lin Hugh, on the other hand, seems exhausted. Afraid that Lin Hugh wouldn't be able to last much longer, I suggest that Senpai should escort them back to the changing room. Soon enough, they returned in their clothes from earlier.
Oh my. I appear to have gained quite a new understanding of my worshippers.
Yes, they want you to fuck them. Hard. With your big cock. I'm sure. Anyways, moving on. I guess you've never dealt with so many people before.
That would be putting it lightly. I've never had much experience being prayed to by any worshippers at all, for that matter.
I want to remind him that they just wanted photos with him, but for his sake, I hold back my correction. Did you think it was cool, Kalau?
Yes. Satisfied people. Am happy.
Didn't it stress you out at all? All those people were asking a lot out of you.
No?
See? That's why I said he'd knock it out of the park in the entertainment biz.
Sure, Senpai. Anyway, it's getting on into the afternoon now. We should get moving. I believe I promised to keep you company this afternoon, right, Lin Hugh? A brilliant warm smile brightens up Lin Hugh's previously sullen mood as he reaches out to hold my hand.
Well, Kalau, I think we should get moving ourselves.
Kalau seems a little disappointed, but he still takes his leave, following in Senpai's footsteps. With nothing else to keep us, we walk back into the bustling convention hall, and its myriad of artist booths. Walking through here in the afternoon is a nice change of pace, since a bunch of people have already left the hall. It's more welcoming and less like a battleground. Many of the booth owners seem relieved to just have a chance to sit back and talk with each other. For some reason, Lin Hugh is prominently captivated by the many doujinshi on sale, particularly those featuring himself. His blog is seriously getting too famous at this point. Unfortunately, many of them are long sold out. After all, it's late in the afternoon. Regardless, I relent to his protest and agree to buy in any in the case they go on sale again in the future. Not that I have any idea why he wants them so fervently. Why would he want doujins of himself? I don't think I'll ever possibly understand. Interesting. He wants to cuddle up with himself. Like a pillow of himself. Okay. Odd, but okay. Regardless, it's not long before the convention comes to an end. The passing conversations about dinner parties and the aisles of people slowly dismantling booths let us know it's about time to leave. And as if just on cue, I see Senpai and Cloud coming over to meet us.
Guess it's home, right? Guess it's home time, right?
Certainly. What a wonderful day. Many pictures. Very happy.
What should we do for dinner? It's not like you guys have real bodies every day, so I guess we should do something special.
I already made a reservation.
Really?
Yeah, of course. They get to eat as humans today. Not like I can let this go without preparing something fancy for them.
Fancy? How fancy?
Nothing less than an all-you-can-eat buffet. There's not many nice buffets in town, so obviously I had to pick.
I suppose I should think of you more highly than before, kitten.
I would have always done this. And don't call me kitten.
Shuchi, thank you. You did much for us.
My pleasure. After all, being Lao's boyfriends.
Boyfriends? Or boyfriend?
Well, that's up to you, I guess.
It doesn't bother me. Let's get dinner going already.
Come on!
As he declared earlier, Senpai took us to a extravagant buffet. To say the least, it was full of surprises. One of those, as expected, being the price. But if there was any day to splurge on, it would be today. After a hearty, decadent meal that left me only a little guilty, we went home. With the day finally over, Senpai removes the 2 golden chain implements that facilitated their incarnations. Excuse me? Implement what? Implements refer to the tools used in religious rituals. Some people also believe in having implements around can bring good luck, so they are usually used as decorations. Items with unique powers from legends can also be described as implements. For example, Thor's hammer, Mjolnir. Interesting. Oh, there we go.
Well,
Hey.
well, that's it, I suppose.
Said, want more. Once the chains were taken away, they returned to their spiritual forms. Their piles of discarded clothes left as the only reminder that their once physical bodies... Wait. Their piles of discarded clothes left as the only reminder their once physical bodies. I guess of their, okay. It wasn't long before even that was picked up by Senpai.
Hey! I'll keep on trying. It won't be easy. Not like I can ask Grandpa to do this every day. It might take years, maybe more, before we can incarnate you guys again. So please look forward to that day.
I fully understand. Even this was more than enough. Although there will always be many places I would like to go with Lao. I want to take Lao home. My home. Want to tell tribe. Lao is my...
You're what? Cloud, you can't just stop there. Senpai, I owe you so much for today.
Don't worry yourself. Well...
He stammers as if he's trying to hold back what he wants to say. What is it? Don't tell me you've got another trick up your sleeve.
It's not a trick at all. I just want a reward. Can I ask for a simple reward?
Is that what you did everything today?
You gotta work it hard before even thinking about getting your reward.
Come on, we've been together for ages now. You don't need to be like that. Alright, so what kind of award do you want?
Well, it's simple. That doesn't mean I don't want you to think any less about it.
What do you mean?
Well, I want you to give me a name, Lau.
A name? What's wrong with Yan Shuchi?
Not that! There's a difference between my human name and, well, me.
Senpai. Shuchi. I can't believe you still don't know something so simple. How should I explain? But first, is this the thing that your grandpa wanted you to ask me?
Huh? Well, yeah. I mean, I still don't have any idea why he wanted me to ask this. But that doesn't matter. It's something I wanted to ask as well.
I'm not so sure why myself, but I know there's probably a reason.
Now what? So about my name.
Yan Shuchi.
No, what?
This isn't a matter about your human name, and it's not about your Yagwai name either. Your Yan Shuchi as both a human and a Yagwai. No matter what, you're Yan Shuchi.
As a Yagwai, I'm still Yan Shuchi? Even when all of him is a part of me. So much of me isn't him.
I know you're confused right now. You're probably hung up on who you were before you took in Yan Shuchi's memories. What I'm trying to say is that it doesn't really matter. You're you. You're Yan Shuchi, and nothing will stop that name from being yours, and yours alone.
You mean, you want me to have the same name?
I guess, yeah. If you decide to live as him, then you don't need any other name. You're Yan Shuchi.
I am Yan Shuchi.
Mm-hmm. I thought you'd know that by now.
But I was.
Okay, I got it. If you really want me to give you a name, then listen carefully. It doesn't matter who you used to be. From today and every day from now on, I give you the name Yan Shuchi. Is that okay?
Okay. It's just strange. But that's how it is. I know. I like this name.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Lau.
There's no need to thank me. All I did was clear things up for you.
It still means a lot to me. Anyway, these chains are out of power now. I should probably return them to Grandpa. Which means I should get going on that right away. Oh, by the way, I probably won't be back tonight.
What? Senpai, hold on.
No, what's wrong?
Just wait with me for a bit.
Huh? Sure.
I shoot Lin Yu and Kalao a wink, trying to convey my intent. They get the point and silently exit the room, leaving the two of us alone together.
Huh?
Come here, Senpai. I signal him over by patting the edge of my bed. Come here. Over here. You got it. Apprehensive, he takes a seat next to me. Senpai, I'll only ask you this once. Did you do everything? The incarnation, all of today, just so you could ask me that question?
Well, sorta.
I sigh hopelessly. Seriously, you should know this already. Come here. I take hold of Senpai and pull him into my chest.
Whoa!
Then I rub the fur on top of his head vigorously. This idiot. More, I need to let him know. I push Senpai down to rest his head against my thigh, and then tickle his belly with all my might. What the fuck is this scene? What is this?
What are you doing? It tickles!
Senpai struggles in my arms, but his protests are in vain. I keep on tickling, my hands trying to reach every inch of his being. What the fuck is happening right now? What is happening right now? And at very least, I hold him tight.
Lau?
Senpai, promise me, don't do this again.
Do what?
Don't make yourself unhappy just to please us. Don't untrust me again. And don't you ever untrust yourself. You're not a bad person. Not now, not ever. You deserve your happiness. You deserve it without ever needing to feel beholden to anyone or anything else. So trust me. I'm your boyfriend, and it's my duty to make sure you're happy. I'll pet you all, hug you all, do whatever you want, so just ask me. Just ask me, and I'll do anything I can for you. And I'll never ask for anything in return. At the very least, I don't want you ever doing something for my benefit that hurts you or makes you suffer. The incarnation. That cost you a lot, didn't it? All of that just ask me a few simple words. I don't know whether to call you stupid, but don't do that again. No matter what, don't do that again. Promise me, okay? I won't take no for an answer.
Okay.
If you're really okay with it, then why do you look like that?
I just feel like I can't promise you that right away.
And yet you already said yes. Why do you keep that promise? From now on, I want you to talk to me. Talk to me before you ever go out and do something to make yourself unhappy.
That last part is gonna be hard.
I pinched Senpai's cheeks between my hands. Tough luck, you already agreed to it. It's a promise. Never throw away your happiness.
Yeah.
You really are an idiot. Firmly, I rub his fuzzy face between my hands.
But Lau, I used to.
No more. I kiss him on the lips, disallowing even a single word more to pass through them. Mwah. I'm assuming this is Shuchi.
The wooden floor below me groans with every step. I take note of the unstable floorboards, carefully evading them as I trudge through the hallway. Even after all my years of experience walking down this path, I still can't avoid them all. Step on another one. It responds with a creak that shoots up right through my spine, my tail standing on end.
Yep.
That noise seems no different than a whisper, but somehow I know I can only hear it because of my powers. Those whispers are talking about me. Right. After all, I don't belong to this family. My only call to this place is a soul. But still I live under this roof. I am a Yagwai, yet my power is half divine. No matter where I am, I'm out of place. I have nothing in common with the Yagwai here. Nor my background, nor my past life. I'm not human. As such, I do not fear them. Neither do I respect their nature, which I am no longer forced to live by. I'm just a horrible creature who's no better than a pile of dirt. An abnormal individual. That's the young master. The floor groans. How pitiful. And the moonlight mutters. I don't understand for someone like him to... And the wind of the night whispers past my ears. What a shame. All the memories stored under this roof speak to me. And then I stop. Here's where I drained my blood, drained my remorse, and almost drained my power. In order to discard all the things I hated. Everything was silent. The floor had fixed in place, the moonlight leaving with nothing but gloom, and the wind barely crawling through the air. I measuredly placed the golden chains onto the ground before me. They now rest in the space solely occupied by Grandpa's shadow. So, I asked. I don't understand it, but the name Lau gave me is Yan Shuchi. I feel the shadows of onlookers quiver, as if surprised by this. Huh. That's fine. That's fine? But it's obviously... If the name was any other, you would have killed me. I suppose I'm lucky. The night wind whispers once again to the floor below. I almost want to call them out for being bold and insolent. What? become the patron god of the Yon family. That's so sudden. Why would... The shadows roar with harsh voices that pierce painfully through my head. What about his divine power? The Yagwai will be a Yagwai. Our troublesome, attention-seeking, but adorable young master. But I'm just... My name. It's the only thing. The name and the memories. Such a gamble. Grandpa has already decided. Is it really okay? Yes, but even if I nearly drained the last of my the chi before, I still remember those people. I carry more of the monsters. I carry more than the memories of Yanshuchi. Huh? Are you sure? You want me to consume Grandma?
What?
Not now. Ah, yeah, truthfully, you scared me. After all, she is still in good health. And everyone after that? But I would probably... I understand. This must be if I am to become a true member of the Yon family, but is it really okay? I know our kind do not follow the same moral standards as humans, but what would the descendants of the Yon family think of these actions? I know it's not the same. Alright. In the end, after all is said and done, will I still be... me? It is, because I have the name Yanshuchi. So that's why you wanted me to ask Lao. Then, what about Lao? I can do whatever I want, before the death of this body. I see. As long as to him, I'm Yanshuchi, I will feel Yanshuchi's soul more intensely than any other. But even then, my Yagwai powers are so weak, I wouldn't be of any use. Grandpa! The shadows break the silence, disrupted and disorderly. From the moon above to the ground below, their harsh whispers embody the very atmosphere around me. Some shadows lean in, others shift aside. They shout, they curse, they groan, and they plead. However, Grandpa is not swayed under their deafening murmurs. You want to give it to me? This is too much. I don't deserve it.
It's a promise. Never throw away your happiness.
Lao. I know. How strange, I thought I hated this family. Right. I appreciate everything. I will do my best for this house. Even though I still don't know how to get along with the family. Even though there are many things I want to do that the family disapproves of. Even though my happiness does not reside anywhere near this house. I will try. Just like all the other human beings. Because in the end, fallen leaves will always return to their roots. Even if those roots are not from where the leaves came. The wind will always blow, and I will always be swept away by my fate. So I must still try. Because I am not a Yagwai, nor am I a god. I am, and always will be, Yanshuchi.
Thicker than blood.
Yay, we went to a furry convention. I'm gonna turn up the game's audio a little bit. This is a very quiet song. Well, that was interesting. I might go back just to see what the other choice does. I mean, I've only been playing for an hour. Of course I'm gonna go back and check it out. That was weird and kind of sweet. Yeah. Hello, Uncle Grumpus. How are you today? I hated that. That was like... It felt like 15 minutes of...
This voice that I kind of really hate because it feels like I'm smoking a pack.
Ah. Let's check out what the other choice does. Doing well, friend. How are you? I'm doing all right. I wish I had a drink right now, but there we go. So I'm gonna actually do the Lin Hugh choice. Ah, I really should have grabbed a drink before doing this. Hey, Clow, I'll absolutely spend time with you this afternoon, but first I want to hang out with Lin Hugh. Are you okay with that? If Lao wants, we'll be fine. And when I get back, we'll be able to spend a bunch of time together. I'll look forward to it, so just wait a little while, okay? Okay. Go get some water or something. It's fine! The DLC seems to be only like an hour, so this extra choice will only be another, like, 30-ish minutes. And also, the only voice that really hurts me is the one in the middle. This one.
Oh, so you worked it out. Then I'll take care of Kalau. Come on, don't look so upset. Let's go, Kalau. I'm sure to show you some good stuff.
And just like that, my senpai appeared out of nowhere, grabbed Kalau, and dragged him away in the opposite direction. Definitely on purpose.
I do hope I don't owe him for that.
Hey, cheer up. It's not like I won't get to him later anyway. Even if I chose to spend time with Lin Hugh first, that doesn't mean I'm partial to him. I just... Read! Talk! Correctly. Even if I chose to spend time with Lin Hugh first, that doesn't mean I'm partial to him. I just want both Kalau and Lin Hugh to be happy. I should think about doing vocal exercises every now and again. At least we're finally able to properly walk through the convention. Even if it's not as crowded as the entrance, there's still heaps of people here. Looking around, I see some of the booths have lines all over the place. Thank God I had Senpai run in and get the stuff I wanted earlier this morning. So Lin Hugh. Did Goddess Mazu say anything? About the incarnation, that is? After all, you had to borrow the power of a Yagwai. I'm worried that the goddess would be displeased. Also, Grumpus, since I assume you haven't been caught up with the whole story, essentially, one day I woke up and I could see guardian tigers in my room. And all 3 guardian tigers wanted something else. And I helped them all, and now this is the DLC. A couple of them wanted to kill me at first, but yeah, it all worked out in the end. Now they are all my boyfriends.
To speak honestly, there was a quarrel back at the temple.
What kind of quarrel?
Not a serious one. Clairvoyant and clairaudience merely expressed their concerns. A few gripes were also passed between the other guardian tigers, clearly out of envy if you ask me. Regardless, they are not worthy of my attention.
So the goddess agreed.
She asked for silence, and then provided consent, although she did not provide her explanation until our meeting in private.
Gee, Bill, how come your mom lets you have 3 boyfriends? To be fair, technically, people can only see one of them. The other 2 are spirits. As technically, to everyone else, I only have 1. I mean, what were her reasons? I mean, if you can tell me, that is.
She said that whilst such actions would be out of order, they would be allowed so that I may get closer to Rajitong. That apparently she believes it beneficial to grow my family. That apparently she believes it beneficial to grow my familiarity with the kitten and the Yagwai of the Yin family.
The Yagwai of the Yin family? Of the Yan family. The Yan family.
Correct. But it's not something to be proud of. Again, as you very well know, The gods and Yagwai do not necessarily rival each other. As such, occasionally we may turn a blind eye to some Yagwai of notable force. Kitten blush. Yes.
Yes, he calls the short one Kitten. So the Yagwai of the Yan family are powerful enough that the gods usually don't bother with them.
The Yan family has developed over many generations, but I do not know much more. After all, our temple is located far south from here. For an idea of the nature of things, even the city god of Taipei would not readily get in their way. Hence it's a worthwhile premise to be on good terms with them.
That, for gods, that really seems, I don't know, disquieting?
What else would we do? These Yagwai are the protectors of the Yan family. In a way, all they achieve is helping people. Just because they are Yagwai does not mean that the gods should just kill them.
So, offering your body like this is more of a diplomatic move than anything?
All I see it is...
Oh my god.
All I see it as is an opportunity to be with you, Lao.
I'm sorry. All I see it as is an opportunity. I think it's just supposed to be just is an opportunity. Okay. There are just... Because this is translated from Chinese to English. There are definitely spots in the text where it's just kind of like... they should have... maybe spent like 5 more minutes on the sentences. So basically, the goddess only agreed to this to grow face with the Yagwai of the Yan family. And here I'm thinking she wanted the best for Lin Hue and me.
And please, do not fill your head with such nonsense. You know as much as I do that the goddess wishes only to support us.
You knew exactly what was bothering me.
Your worries were clear from the one look on your face. Now putting that aside, that over there, it has taken my attention for some time. You don't suppose that this is meant to be me by any chance?
Ah, can I please see it? Can I please see it? I look in the direction of his gesturing. It's a character on the cover of a nearby doujinshi that clearly resembles a guardian tiger. One uncannily similar to Lin Hue himself. Oh, you mean that? Yeah, that's you.
Me?
You didn't know? After all those daily life of a worshipper posts you always put on your blog, I guess it was bound to happen. Of course, you did express that gods don't have set appearances or genders. However, that doesn't stop the internet from digging into it. There's online headcanons about how you look, your weight, even what you do all day. A bit of it's cooked up, but it's amazing the kind of detail people get into. Even Glau and Senpai have fan followings online now. Honestly, you guys are getting pretty popular in the fandom.
Popular? Does that mean we have fan arts?
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, yes. You kidding me? Absolutely. Yeah, there's fan art of you all over the place. Of course, I try not to look at any when you guys are around. That'd feel a bit weird. I'm sure you look at all of them, Lau. I'm sure you look at all of them. I mean, I only look at them to make sure I'm not exposed. It'd be a pain if people found out about me. Thankfully, no one talks about me online. All they care about is shipping you guys together. You know, everyone loves Beastmen, right? Lin Hue's features are plastered with a complicated expression. A mixture of bewilderment, embarrassment, and a distinctly bashful, averting glare that I've never quite seen on the Tiger Man before.
To be sure, this does say adults only, correct?
Don't read it! Don't look at it, don't read it, don't touch it. If it says don't adults only, you stay away, you innocent man. What else would you expect from a doujinshi market?
Am I to believe, then, that this is an illustration of me and that kitten?
I mean, I can't be sure, maybe. So I don't want to step on Lin Hu's feelings, but he's right. Everyone ships him with Kalau and Senpai. Oh, great. He's gonna go buy it. With complete disregard of the doujin's supposed content, Lin Hu walks straight up to the booth.
If possible, may I take a look at this book?
The booth owner is somewhat intimidated by Lin Hu. I mean, when he's a 7-foot-tall, muscular behemoth of a man, yeah, I would definitely be like, holy shit. Without speaking, he points to a sample book on the table. Clearly, there's no need to ask if he's over 18.
Yes, I will pay for this.
What? Paying no attention to my exclamation. Lin Yu pays the artist and takes a copy of the doujin in question.
Why do my actions surprise you?
But that's... You're okay with that. You're okay. You're essentially buying porn of yourself. That's the insane thing. You're paying money to look at yourself. This is like beyond egotistical.
Why not? After all, this is nothing but the author's imagination. There's no ill will towards me whatsoever.
Don't you think it's a little bit, I don't know, disrespectful?
Perhaps some gods may see it that way, however, I'm quite used to it. If you recall, I've read every single book you own, regardless of content.
I'm grateful. I'm so glad you found all of it. I'm so glad you found the weird hidden stash underneath my bed. I'm so glad.
For that matter, I'd highly doubt that either Likalao or the kitten would mind either. It is not as if it depicts any other gods to be bothered by this.
Hey, strange question. But in general, what do you think of people drawing porn of, you know, gods?
I would say it is respect that matters. Not that I'm saying respect is a free pass to do whatever you want, but I believe that people who possess respect know what to do and what not to do. However, if you do feel guilty, nothing is stopping you from going to a temple. I'd say most gods couldn't care less, just as long as you bring them sacrifices.
So it's the sacrifices that matter. Got it.
No, it's belief. To be clear, it does depend on the god in question. It's not like I can speak for everyone, just like humans, everyone is different. For that matter, the concept for this book is really quite intriguing.
Lin Yu returns his attention to flipping through the pages of the book as I peek at the pages beside his shoulder. I did see a preview of this book online, but I didn't read it since I was afraid of one of them seeing it and being embarrassed. Regardless of the premise, it's a doujin. One hot and steamy one, enough to get almost any guy flustered, yet it still doesn't offend him in the slightest. He seems to enjoy it for that matter.
So you did say there have been many books like this recently, did you not?
You are not going on a spending spree. You are not leaving my site. You are not buying a single another item. I guess so.
In that case, hurry on now. I wish to procure all.
All of them. Oh no. Oh no. What? That's a ton of money. And beside the point. Oh god.
I never expected it to be quite this popular.
Man, I'm exhausted. In the span of the past hour, we had walked the whole convention frantically. Despite our best efforts, many doujins had already been sold out by the time we reached their booths. Clearly, we sprung into action far too late. Of course, I didn't ask Senpai to get any of them. After all, I was trying to make sure they didn't find out. Too late for that now. Even then, like Lin Yu said, I never expected them to be nearly as popular. They're literally all over the con.
Every one of the sold-out books just happened to be about me.
Really, I'm not surprised though.
I shall not worry about losing belief anytime soon.
I mean, I guess technically you've got worshippers, but I don't think this is the kind of worshippers you were looking for. I freeze up in embarrassment just thinking about the roles Lin Yu must play in all those dojins. You really don't mind? Those books, considering the stuff you do with Kalau and Senpai?
It's a somewhat odd thought, but none of it is real. Honestly, I'm intrigued by how people see us paired together.
Chuttle.
So, are you jealous, Lau?
Hey! What are you talking about? It's just the content.
Well, what if I really did have feelings towards those two?
Seriously?
I'm kidding. Look at yourself, so worried over something like that.
Lin Yu pokes my nose. Little boop on the nose.
I'm fine merely reading these for fun. After all, I wouldn't be as insensitive as to do so if I really had any relations with them, now would I?
I guess. Hey, I wasn't worried. I just thought you would have been embarrassed to see yourself like that.
I wouldn't. I know the difference between fiction and reality. However, you are cute when you are jealous, Yalao.
I don't know how to feel about you calling me cute. I'm not. It's alright.
It's alright, Lau.
Lin Yu brushes his paw gently along the side of my face. Okay. Well, it's lunchtime, so, how about we get some food? I pull out my phone and call Senpai, mostly as a way to avoid where that conversation was heading. Quickly, we organize lunch and meet up with Senpai and Kalau. How'd things go for you guys?
Not bad.
It's so cool. There's heaps of people wearing cute animal suits. We went around taking photos with them. Don't worry, I'll be sure to show you when we get back home.
So Senpai was taking photos with the fursuiters, huh? Wonder what they look like.
So, what should we get to eat? I'm starving here. Should we go to a restaurant or just get takeaway? By the way, today's lunch is on me.
I think I read this. Anything else change? A little bit changed. Are they just humans to everyone else? This isn't really the place for that, is it?
That shouldn't matter. They're still furry-related characters. It's not like there's any rules against it.
Even if there's no rules to break, you should at least ask them first.
Kalau already told me he was all for it.
What?
Yes.
Then what about Lin Yu?
My outfit is a little bit...
Take it easy, old man. People love you for it. You want worshippers, right? If anything, doing this will be a boon for your following.
Should a god really gain a following like this?
Well, alright. If it helps me gain worshippers, then it is not so bad.
See? No problem at all. Let's get started.
Swiftly but surely, Senpai pulls the two of them into a nearby changing room. It's not long before I hear a commotion begin to erupt as they walk over to me. Lin Yu and Kalau stand before me, looking just like what I see every day. Although, somewhat different. I guess the materials feel a little off from their spiritual forms, but I wouldn't be able to tell you how. However, everyone else couldn't care less about such minute inaccuracies. Almost immediately, they're surrounded once people began to recognize them. Swarmed, Lin Yu folds his arms to cover his chest, putting on a serious face that I know is just a front to cover his shyness. Kalau, on the other hand, stands there like normal, observing the crowd innocently and answering questions with a short word or two. The quality of the cosplay is up to near authentic level, clearly driving the fans crazy. Wait, no, they are authentic.
Kalau, please notice me!
Do you mind if I take a selfie with you? Hey, could you do that pose where you... Yeah, that one. I think I read all this already.
Yes, I did. Okay. I've read all that. Okay.
See, that's why I said he'd knock it out of the park in the entertainment biz.
Sure, senpai. Anyway, it's getting on into the afternoon now. I think it's about time I spent some time with Kalau. Wanna head off? Okay.
Hey, cheer up, old man. I'll be here to keep you company.
Whatever.
Without much of a fuss, senpai pulls Lin Hyu away, leaving me alone with Kalau. Then I take hold of his paw and leisurely walk with him back through the bustle of the convention hall. Even though I've been through most of the booths many times by this point, I can't help but find enjoyment in watching Kalau's face light up in excitement as we explore the hall. Not to mention the way he positively beams with every fursuiter he comes in contact with. For whatever reason, he loves them to bits. And then eventually our time at the convention had to come to an end.
Guess it's home time out, right?
Certainly. What a wonderful day.
Many pictures, very happy. What should we do for dinner? It's not like you guys have real bodies every day, so I guess we should do something special.
I already made a reservation.
Really?
Yeah, of course. We get to eat as humans today. Not like I could let this go without preparing something fancy for them.
Fancy? How fancy?
Nothing less than an all-you-can-eat buffet. There's not many nice buffets in town, so obviously I had to pick.
I suppose I should think of you more highly than before, kitten.
I would have always done this. And don't call me kitten.
Shuji, thank you. You did much for us.
My pleasure. After all, being Lao's boyfriends.
Boyfriends or just boyfriend?
That's up to you, I guess.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't bother me. Let's get dinner going already.
Come on!
Alright, is there anything else? I think that might be the end of it. That was the end of it! That was all of the DLC. I don't think there is anything special left. I'm pretty sure that was everything. Well. An hour and a half of the last bit of Nekojishi until the Switch and possibly PC game comes out. I actually can't wait for that. That actually looks very interesting. Let's see. Let's double check. Let's see what might be on the ending, or if there's maybe like a after credits. There's the kitten. Blushy. Nope, that was it. I'm pretty sure I did everything. Right? Yeah, I did everything. There's quite a lot of scenes that I haven't... Why is this... What? Sorry. I don't know why that went away. There's quite a few scenes that I haven't... like, seen? A couple of endings that I haven't gotten to. But overall, I found all the nice endings, all the good endings. But anyways, thank everybody so much for watching. Thank you, Welcome Grumpus, for being in chat today. I am going to go nurse my throat and go to work in just a bit. So yeah, I shall see everybody with something else tomorrow. Have a great day. Of course, go get a drink. Yeah, I will. I have some tea. I can have some sweet passion tea that might be good for my throat. Anyways, you have a good day. I'll see you later, Uncle Grumpus. Bye.